Post-credit scenes aren't merely for the MCU. The new Disney animated film Moana 2, in theaters now, gets in on the fun of teaser bonus scenes with one of its own. Though Moana, Ollie Cravalho, and Maui, Dwayne Johnson, make it safely back to Motunui joined by the new communities they have connected with, the gods aren't happy. Matangi, Awamai Fraser, is brought before Nalo, the god of lightning and storms who attempted to prevent Moana from reuniting the oceans, to answer for Moana and Maui's success. She insists that she has no idea how they pulled it off. However, we know better. She gave Moana crucial advice that helped her win out in a crisis. Nalo magically handcuffs Matangi, ominously suggesting that his beef with Moana is just getting started. There's also a brief, humorous appearance by one of the first film's villains, Tamatoa Jermaine Clement, as he attempts to commiserate with Nalo over being bested by Moana. Directors David Derrick Jr., Jason Hand, and Dana Ledoux Miller are coy about whether this sequence is intended to tee up another sequel, be it a third film or a TV series, which is what Moana 2 was originally designed to be. "We've been working real hard to get this out," Derrick tells Entertainment Weekly. "We love the movie that we've made, and we can't wait to share it, but we are telling a story of continued growth and evolution. So, who knows what will happen?" Additionally, Moana achieves her goal of reuniting the many peoples of the Pacific, but we only get a hint of what that means for her and her people. "When you see the film, you'll get a sense of what that connected world can look like," says Hand. "The idea that I think we can all feel very proud of is that we are stronger together." So, there's a promise of that. Producer and co-writer Jared Bush is a little more clear about a potential Disney future that includes more Moana. He wrote the first film and is now Chief Creative Officer of Disney Animation. "I hope people stay for the credits," he notes. "There's some interesting things that happen there." Moana is a story of finding your identity, Bush continues. "The great thing about a story like that is that's something you never stop doing. Moana figured out she was this wayfinder in the first film, and she really owned that. This story, she's having to redefine herself. I don't think that ever stops. Hopefully, there are many more stories to tell with Moana and her adventures with Maui out in the ocean. Whether that ever comes to fruition, one thing's for certain. Moana and Maui and the actors who voice them are in for the long haul." Johnson asserts his involvement in typical Maui fashion, saying, "I will always, for life, be in for Moana and growing the Moana world and universe out there. There's only one Maui." Cravalho echoes Johnson, noting that she feels grateful for whatever additional time she gets with Moana, including this new film. "I feel so lucky that we got to have a sequel," she gushes. "That's never guaranteed. I might be a little biased, but I think we have so much more story to tell. I love that we see stories of Maui that I grew up with on the big screen, Maui pulling islands up out of the sea, slowing down the sun. There are 100 different storylines that we could get into, and I hope I never have to say goodbye to Moana